again, getting ready to talk about this NBA Finals first game. But before we do that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let my other half go ahead and introduce himself.
Just Mike, man.
Hey, man,
AKA Booby.
can't be just Mike, man. You know what I'm saying? It got to be Booby, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, AKA Booby. That's it. That's it, man.
Hey, but you know how we do it, man. We may not always be right. We may not always be wrong.
But you always gonna get our mom's opinion than what we're speaking on.
Hey, man, for sure, for sure. With that being said, man, let's get right into it, Mike. You got the first game tonight, the NBA Finals, man. OKC versus the Indiana Pacers, man. What you think about that, and who you think gonna win this first game?
Both of the teams had about the same amount of time off.
Yeah.
OKC didn't have a grueling series like Indiana had, but Indiana has a lot of players. They play a lot of players, but both teams do. So, to be completely honest, you really can't. This is gonna be like the first game is always a fill out game to fill out how they gonna play each other, this, that, and the other. But I still would give the edge to OKC because they're at home.
Yeah, they're at home.
I feel like OKC cannot lose a home game because I feel like Indiana has proven. If I'm not mistaken, Indiana beat Cleveland at home on the road. They beat New York on the road. And who they? Oh, they beat Milwaukee on the road.
Milwaukee on the road.
So it's like they know how to win on the road easily. And like I say, but I don't know if Indiana's seeing any defense in the playoffs like they about to see this week by the next week. So it's gonna be an adjustment because the same way they were throwing a lot of players at Brunson. Indiana had a lot of people to throw at Brunson. OKC got a lot of players to throw at Halliburton.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see 3, 4, 5 defenders on him at all times.
Exactly.
And he's not gonna have it. It's gonna be just as how Nembhard made it impossible for Brunson. And Neesmith made it hard for Brunson and all of them. They're gonna do the same exact thing to him.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see who can land the first blow, pretty much like a fight.
Yeah.
Just like in a boxing match, the first couple rounds, people feel each other out.
Exactly.
Then somebody starts swinging. This is the same thing. I think the first quarter gonna be a sluggish first quarter, to be honest with you. I think it's gonna be like 20-19 or 20-18, trying to feel each other out. And then all of a sudden, you start taking your shit like, okay, now we see what you got.
So, start settling in.
Yeah. So who you taking? Who you taking tonight?
Like I said, I give it to OKC because at home, like I said, it's the first game. Everybody kind of trying, like how you said, trying to feel each other out. You know what I'm saying? So it's the crowd is going to be hyped. The anticipation is going to be electric. Everybody and their mom going to be there from all the different media outlets and stuff. So it's going to be something like they've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much they're both. I think this like the first. For both of these, their first year in the finals. I know OKC went there in 2012 with Kevin Durant and all them.
Yeah.
But as far as these players right here, I think collectively I don't think they got only person Siakam. Okay, Siakam got a championship with Toronto.
He's the only one on either team. No. Caruso won with the Lakers.
Yeah, Caruso. Yeah, with the Lakers.
Caruso won with the Lakers. Yep. So each one of them teams have somebody on their team they can try to turn to and say, "Hey, calm down," whatever case may be. But I mean, like I say, it's going to be an interesting series.
Yeah.
I can see it going 7. I really can.
I can too. Yeah.
But I see a lot of analysts out there. A lot of analysts saying that OKC gonna win in 5 or 6. I'm like, wow. I'm like, woo.
Oh, okay. I mean,
people don't know how good OKC been good from the beginning of the season. They never let the foot off the gas, and I don't see them doing it now. I don't think they're going to get to the finals to say, "Hey, we're gonna let these boys come in." No.
Hey man, but history has shown it's happened before.
Well, I know history has shown.
I can name two instances. We can go with the Golden State Warriors when Cleveland went in there. Everybody just know they had that record. They had that record-setting year that year. They ain't came up with the championship that year, and this right here awful.
Every dog had it. Every dog had their days, man.
Yeah, and then you got to think about another one. This is awful on a football one. When the Patriots was like undefeated, the Giants came in there, man. Hey, you ain't undefeated.
The Giants had the best defense for Tom Brady.
Hey, but that's what I'm saying.
Defense.
I understand it, but what we talking about when you think when somebody saying they kind of like. Everybody think OKC going to win, but like I said, the game ain't over till the game over. You know what I'm saying? That clock hit 0. So
well, I know who are you picking for this series? Let's go ahead and put out there for the fans because me, you done talked about this by.
For everybody out there, man, you know, me and my homeboy, man, we bet on this one right here, man. You know, he say, hey, man, we bet in front of at our cohorts at the post office. Hey, I say I'm going with the Pacers, man. You know, for some reason, man, they done put that batter in Halliburton back. I think he got something to prove. You know, hey, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. So me and my homeboy here, man, we just throw up a little friendly wager, man. You know, $100 bet. So hey, I'm going with the Pacers, man. who? And I guess we already know who Mike going with. So he going with OKC. So you know it is what it is. That hey, what's your take on that, man? You already thrown on the hole. So
hey, they've been like I say, they've been like this all year long.
Yeah.
They never had none of this.
Yeah.
They never were like this. Even when they give a end of the game a press conference, the whole team is there.
Yeah.
They what you call a legitimate team. Shai Gilgeous is not like these new era superstars where he up here and he don't hang with the He's like the 1 and the 12th man are all the same. They have a interview. All of them are there.
Yep.
And that's what I love about this team.
Yep.
That's one thing. And like I said, I think Indiana probably has some of that too.
Yeah.
But OKC does it every game. When they win, lose, or draw, they all right there together.
Yep.
Like I say, I seen Shai when they got blew out by Minnesota. They were getting burned out by 30, 40. He was on the bench. Hey, this is why they beating us. This is why that's a leader. That's what a leader does.
Yeah.
So for me personally, seeing that kid come from getting drafted from the Kentucky to the Hornets and the Hornets traded him to the Clippers, then he got traded for Paul and George Adele. I like to see it because that team was a doormat for everybody to beat them. For a couple years ago, when you saw the 2 games on them OKC, there were 2 wins already. Yeah. Now you look at it now, they done elevated their team. They done took them whoopers over the couple years, and they been doing like this the whole time. So now I'm like, it's their time. It's their time, and I feel like it's their time. And another reason I like the OKC, their atmosphere is like no other. Yeah. There is no pro sports in Oklahoma City besides. Ain't no pro sports besides OKC. So guess what? That arena is like a college arena. It's lit the whole
night. Lit the whole time.
Not gonna stop. So you done been in games where a home team getting beaten, they still get quiet. Nah, they rowdy. So Indiana better take that crowd out of there real quick. If they don't, it might be turn off the lights.
But then you got to think about it now. You got to think about it now. Ain't no crowd like the New York City crowd. So hey, okay,
that's a wishy-washy crowd. That's a wishy-washy crowd.
You know I'm talking about as far as noise, loud, as far as like when the Garden Rocket, man, everybody says it's like no other. So
it didn't rock much. It didn't rock much against Indiana.
Hey, I don't know, man, but we'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and the Pacers already proved they can go anywhere, man. Hey, man, and turn off your water. So
it sounds like you're a little nervous about this bet. It sounds like you're a little nervous now.
No, what I'm saying is, you were saying about the crowd. I'm telling you, okay, and the Pacers are
you still feel confident? You still feel confident that they're gonna beat OKC though?
Yeah, so I give it 7 games. You know what I'm saying? I say it's
so Indiana. So you got Indiana in 7 games.
I give them 7. Yeah, Indiana in 7. Yep. Hey, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on mine. Like I said, hey man, Halliburton. When they say he's an overrated player, he's like, okay. Hey man, I'm coming to get my culture cipher, so I'm gonna show y'all what overrated is. You know what I'm saying? So hey, we gonna see. Like I said, and we know we were talking about OKC at the beginning of the year. We were saying that, hey man, OKC got a team that could take it. We were talking about that at the beginning of the year because we were talking about how they did last year. And I was like, man, OKC was one of them ones, but then I'm looking at the Pacers. I'm like, hold on, bro. When they came in there, man, and they said what they said about, man, oh yeah, he overrated. And ever since then, they've been on they were like, okay, hey, I'm coming in here. I'm taking your cornbread. I'm taking your portion of cornbread. I'm taking your portion of cornbread. You know what I'm saying? Well, hey, he's taking it, man.
Let's see them go to OKC tonight, take their cornbread. Let's see
them take their cornbread.
Let's see. I don't believe they're coming out there with no cornbread. They might come out there with some hay or something, but they ain't come out there with no cornbread. But I'm going to tell you right now, OKC is that team.
Yeah, OKC is a great team. We already know that. Like I said, but it's just something in me, man. I just like how the way the Pacers. But I like, man, it seems like they're coming together at the right time. Like I said, OKC been beating teams all year long. You know what I'm saying? 20, 30-point blowout. So,
but I still say,
reason,
I still go back. The Hornets won 19 games.
Yeah,
they beat the Indiana Pacers 3 out of 4 times this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're telling me if you let the Hornets beat you 3 out of 4 times. I don't care. They had their players there, and you let the Hornets beat you.
It's all about matchups, man. That was then, this, and now, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Hey, that was then, this, and now. You can't let your past determine your future. Now, even your past
well said. Well said. Well said. Well said. Just keep that same energy, though.
Yeah, my energy gonna be the same. Win, lose, or draw, man. Win, lose, or draw, man. Energy always gonna be the same.
But I want to ask you something else about the NBA. Something that I saw that I sent you. Man, this dude very disrespectful, man. I told you this before. Gilbert Arenas is a very disrespectful dude.
Hey,
when you call a man a bitch, man. Now let me ask you this: any other dude any other guy out there in the world, you call that, they gonna pull up on Gilbert Arenas like, okay, we got to see you.
Yeah.
Whatever it's on site. Whenever I see you, because my thing is, this is what I don't understand about players that play the game that have their own podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to voice your opinion. Everybody has an opinion. We get that.
Yeah.
Like, we have our opinion.
Yeah.
But you, it's a point you can cross the line.
Mm-hmm.
As much as some of the people I might not like or I might dislike playing basketball, or whatever, I'm not going to sit there and call any man a bitch because that's just crossing the line.
Yeah.
Because when you call another man that means that man can see you, he can whoop you on sight.
Yeah.
Guess what? You that's his manhood.
Yeah.
So Gilbert Arenas going on his podcast, say, look at his stature, look how he built. He got long legs, short torso, he built like a girl. Now did he not say that?
Yeah, he said he's a WNBA player. But hey, that's the same. So let me ask you this right here then. So if somebody call you soft, what they calling you?
They just calling you soft. They didn't say the B word. They didn't say the B word. They didn't say the B word.
Hey, I don't care if you call me soft. Hey, I'm thinking the same thing.
If I don't say that word, no, it's a difference. Them 5 words are different from 4 words.
Hey, we know what that means. In your mind, you say
if
soft.
I call you soft,
you know what that means.
So who was that? What movie they say you calling me soft? I ain't soft. You won't call me soft. Who said that in that movie?
I can't remember.
What movie was that? He said, "Don't call me soft. I ain't soft. Don't ever call me soft."
I can't remember, man.
I can't think of the movie, but he said, "Don't call me soft." That's a difference in calling you a bitch.
Hey, man. Hey, to me, it's all in the same category, man. You call me soft. Hey, that means you call me. Hey, man, you saying I'm a woman? Hey, what going on, man? You know what I'm saying?
And my thing is, and I guess what's bothering me is I got to watch the whole segment.
Yeah.
None of the guys on there should be saying like, "Hey, man, come on, man, that's too much. You going too far." Mm-hmm. He the same person. Gilbert Arenas the same person when they were playing Olympics, and when the Olympic team was having a scrimmage against Senegal or somebody like that, one of those African teams.
Yeah. And
they only won by like 3 points. Mm-hmm. He was saying they ain't even got no indoor basketball court. Y'all gonna lose to them sorry junk. He talks junk. He says things without think. He say stuff without thinking about it first. Mm-hmm. When you have a platform, you have to think first before you say something. Because I can say a whole bunch of stuff about Gilbert Arenas. Mm-hmm. I can say, "Hey, you dumb as hell for taking guns into the arena."
Yeah, true.
I can say, but it's a fine line that you cross or you don't cross.
True. You know, it's some people that, you know what I'm saying, hey, they're gonna give it to you how it is. They ain't got no filter. He one of the ones that ain't got no filter. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna say what the first.
And that's a filter ass whooping. If I'm Towns, I ain't even I'm gonna just find out from some of his people where he at, what city he in. I'm gonna pull up on him. It's on site. When I see you, it's on site.
Hey, and that's how you gotta be. Cause when you in on podcast and stuff like that, you talking like that, hey, it's gonna be like that. Just like how what they say James Johnson say, "Oh, that's how you feel." Remember?
Hey. Now they never said who the guy was, but we figured. I think we figured the guy out. Bam Adebayo and Udonis Haslem.
Yeah.
Bam said he never seen a man cry like that before in his life.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he cried. He on I just looked at it now. He on the OGs podcast. He did first guest. They had him on the James Johnson.
But yeah, you know he playing in Indiana.
Yeah, he playing there.
Listen,
yeah.
But when Bam Adebayo say when that man called him a bitch, he said they were playing 3-on-3.
Yep.
They say he stopped the game and looked at him and say, after the game, it's me and you.
Yep.
And in the locker room, Bam say, I ain't never seen somebody get folded like that for my life. A man crying like that. And Udonis Haslem said when he finished with him, he looked at him and said, are you done? You good?
Yeah. He said,
because I can whoop you some more.
Yep. He said that on the podcast. He was like, you know, that's how he had 6 brothers. And his dad was a black belt in kickboxing. Yep.
You know, that was Jeff T was saying. Jeff T said that's how he was
trained. Yeah, his dad in the Hall of Fame. Hey.
Yeah.
So he was like,
Jeff T said they was in Winston-Salem one night.
Jeff T said that.
Jeff T said they was in Winston-Salem one night. He said that dude whooped 3 dudes so quick.
Yeah.
Say, man, I knew the dude real. So
them hands is real.
But see, that's another thing I think. What you said is hitting the point.
Yeah.
You know that it's towns that you can talk about because you know he got the kind of demeanor.
Yeah.
You want to say that. You want to say that about Udonis Haslem. You want to say that about a James Jones. You want to say that about them kind of guys.
Yeah.
But my thing is, you saying that, man. I'm like, bro. You lost I already have a lot of respect for the cat already. But when I heard that, man, I'm looking at him like, wow. Okay.
Yeah. He could have just kept it to himself. But you know what I'm saying? It may be something. You know how some people think something.
He want the clicks.
Yeah.
He want the clicks and ticks. That's what he want. The clicks and ticks. Sometimes you got to do stuff the right professional way. I don't care how you feel about a man. I don't care how you feel about an individual. You don't call him a bitch. You don't do that.
Exactly. Yeah,
because when you do that right there, that trigger for somebody else say, you know, because you saw what happened at work when that happened with me. Listen, you say that right there, man. Them right there are means of getting your behind whooped.
Yep. Hey, we going at it right then and there, man. Let's go ahead and handle this right now. Let me go ahead and cash in your food stamps.
Hey, listen, you want short-term or long-term disability? That's all you gonna ask them. You want short or long? Because I'm gonna get if I would get you, I'm gonna get all I can out of you. I'm gonna get every dime I can get out of you.
You said short-term or long-term disability?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you. I ain't even gonna ask you. When you say it, I'm gonna just make sure. I'm be thinking in my head. I want to give him long-term or short-term disability. Whichever one, I'm gonna give it to him because that's something you just don't know. It'll trigger. And even that day at work when they said that to me, I was like, I had to think about like, I got a family, I got this, that, that. You don't say that to a man. I don't care what you do. But you had to wheel it back in, like, you know what? So And the other big news of the day, man, you know, I know it's basketball, but Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers say he's flying to Pittsburgh tonight, and he gonna sign a contract tomorrow to play with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I saw that.
What you think about that, man?
Man, I don't really think too much of it because, like I said, man, I don't know why teams be letting these players like hold them hostage. You know what I'm saying? And that just been any team, any sport, football, baseball, basketball, whatever. Like if you're on it, just like I've been telling you before, man. If this your house, I ain't gonna let no man walk up in my house and tell me what to do in my own house. So, hey, man, is you? I'd be like, hey, I'd have gave him. Hey, you got 2 weeks. Hey, because we need to know what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Is you going to sign or if you ain't? Because you already in your wing and you already on the down decline anyway. So ain't like we really need you. You know what I'm saying?
They need him. They need him.
But because they're putting themselves in that position to need him. You know
they ain't got no quarterback.
Exactly, and that's on them. That's on the organization.
If we want to talk about something else, if we want to nitpick about something,
go ahead.
Shedeur Sanders situation comes right back up to that.
Yep.
You sat right there for 5 rounds. You Pittsburgh Steelers. You had Mason Rudolph and somebody else on your roster. That's all you got.
Yep.
Your team, ever since Mike Tomlin's been there, they've made the playoffs every year.
Yep.
This is the first year you were going to go into camp with Mason Rudolph as your quarterback. Now, let's put this in bigger perspective. Aaron Rodgers is only a bridge gap quarterback. We understand that.
Exactly, yeah.
But you could have took Shedeur Sanders and you could have let him mold and watch Aaron Rodgers for a year and been ready for next year. So you telling me before the pre-draft, this is what's still killing me. Before the pre-draft, people say Shedeur was either 1 or 2. 1 or 2 quarterback. Then all of a sudden, the guy from Mississippi, Ole Miss, they jumped him up to number 2.
Yep.
Okay, I get that. If some coaches, just like the Bo Nix.
Yep.
It only take one team to see something in you. They might let they might like better than you than the other quarterback.
Yeah.
But it was Cam Ward and it was Shedeur. But then it being Cam Ward, the guy, his name from Ole Miss. They took him. He was the second quarterback taken.
Jackson Dart.
And
Jackson
then,
Dart.
Yeah. Okay. So Jackson Dart went number 2. Okay. If Shedeur would have fell to late first or early second, I'm like, okay, cool. It is what it is.
Yeah.
For you to sit there to go round after round after round, teams like the Saints, teams like Pittsburgh Steelers. Now they're speculating, saying that this is what Deion went on this weekend and said on Asante Samuel's podcast. He said, my son went in there with headphones on in interviews. He said, we've been in front of cameras all our lives. My boys know how to handle themselves in front of the camera. You gonna tell me my son went in there with headphones on doing this a job interview?
Yep.
And I once we, because like we were saying ourselves, we didn't know what was going on in NFL around when he was there. You only can speculate.
Yeah.
Now after the draft and after everything come out, now they're saying this is what it was. He walked in there arrogant. He had headphones on. Now it's hard for me to believe, like Deion say, I'm not to raise my kids. It's hard for me to see that man walking in with headphones on.
Exactly.
Now Shedeur did come out and say afterwards, some things he could have done better.
True,
we don't know what that means.
Yeah.
We don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But I can't give Deion 100%.
Yeah.
But I will try to probably give him 90% for the truth. But by Shedeur saying that, it was something he did that his daddy didn't see. Who knows? It could be the simple fact that they didn't like Deion for years and they're going to do his son like that anyway. Yeah. But we're jumping off the topic. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers. For me, Aaron Rodgers, you can retire as a if you play sports, I play sports. You can't walk out there leaving. You flew all the way back to New York for Aaron Glenn to tell you in your face, like he was saying. The way he felt bad is, hey, you could have called me in California and told me you're gonna cut me, you're gonna release me. They embarrassed him. They flew him all the way from California all the way to New York. Tell him face to face, we're gonna let you go. He felt some kind of way. We all know Aaron Rodgers is a diva. Let's just get it out here deep.
Yep.
And I told you, like I said in my little short earlier, Aaron Rodgers waited till all the NFL draft was over. Most of the NFL signings over. It's not really much going on. Get ready to go to OTAs. He probably said this is the perfect time for me to go ahead and take the segment or get the sports world. Even though it's the NBA finals tonight, this is what Aaron Rodgers does. He wants the spotlight on him like a diva. But I will say this. We don't know after a whole year coming off of that. Now he had a whole nother year off of that Achilles heel. Let's see how he reacts this year. True. We only because at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what Steelers fans out there say. If you win the season with Mason Rudolph, you were done before the season started. Exactly. You were done. Now you still might be done.
I saw they had this show that DK Metcalf, I think, went out there to California or somewhere that there was Aaron Rodgers and him throwing the ball instead of playing catch and stuff. So
that's why he's getting back tomorrow so he can go to OTAs. Yeah. He's gonna sign his contract tomorrow so he can be out there this weekend with the players, which is smart for him to try to build a rapport with these guys and this, that, and the other. But I mean, is he gonna move the needle for a lot of people? I don't think a lot of people are gonna be scared of the Steelers. Nah. But he's a name. Yeah. And he is a Hall of Famer to be. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt and see what he got in the tank, because it might be a point where they might play 2 or 3 games and he look bad. They're like, you know what? We need to go ahead and
then you got to think about it too. Who's the next up and coming quarterback in the draft that? And see, the thing I'm saying, why the Steelers ain't picking, because you got to think about, okay, who's up next in the draft? That's this upcoming draft. I ain't heard.
I don't know if Archie Manning is able to come out after next year.
I don't think he is neither.
I think he might be a true sophomore. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So if you try to line up to get him, you got to wait a whole nother year.
Yeah. So I'm like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was like, okay, what you betting your future on? Like I said, you already know Mason Rudolph. Aaron Rodgers signed a 1-year deal. So now you're back in the same predicament again. You need another quarterback.
You know what they might do if Aaron Rodgers play good this year? They might 1-year deal again next year. You know how they can keep doing that.
Yeah, they can keep doing that. Yeah, but
that sounds like the Charlotte Hornet kind of stuff. You wait for a player. Yeah, and you can't. But I just say to myself, with all these quarterbacks, you give Mason Rudolph a chance and all that. I can sit here and close my eyes and tell you without a shadow of a doubt, Shedeur Sanders is better than Mason Rudolph. Yeah. But they didn't get the opportunity. They didn't pull the plug. And
you seen the comments that are coming out of OTAs now. They're like, They say, hey man, Shedeur Sanders up in there, boy. I said, even in the big OTAs, they say he hitting the completions. I mean, he's not even getting the max number of reps as the rest of them do. He getting and they say he out there. Yeah.
But Darryl, look at this competition though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but what I'm saying, why Cleveland Browns dragging it out like that? You see what I'm saying?
Why they dragged the other dude in front of him, which I still don't understand.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And they took him in the third round.
Yeah.
In the third round, you're supposed to take somebody who's gonna help your team immediately.
Exactly. And
not somebody that's a project.
And this coming from people that's, within the Cleveland Browns media. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man,
I heard the same thing.
It ain't even no competition, bro. This is
Shedeur Sanders. Listen, will he get a fair shot when the season starts?
That's the point. That's what I'm trying to.
Like when training camp comes, and like when preseason comes. See, don't put him out there with the guys that's gonna be cut the next week.
Yeah.
Don't put him out there with the fourth string guys gonna be in the XFL or the European League or whatever. Put him out there with the first string. Give him an ample amount of opportunity to go out there with the first string to see what he did with the first string team. Don't put him with the boo-boo squad.
Yep.
I don't believe in that. If you want to sit, what's the old man name they got, the quarterback?
Flacco.
If you want to sit Flacco down a game or two in preseason, we understand he done been in the rigors.
Yeah.
But if you want to play Kenny Pickett and Shedeur and the other quarterback, Gabriel, you want to play those three, let them three fight it out. You know what you got in Flacco. You know what you got in Flacco. You already know. But let them other three get the opportunity with the first team and see who's playing the best. Yeah. And I can almost tell you, out of Gabriel and Sanders, I already know who's going to play better out of them two. I already know.
Yep.
Kenny Pickett, the only reason I would give Kenny Pickett a slight head of him because Kenny done been in the league 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
He done been so. But like I say, that dude from Oregon, that was a waste of pick.
Yeah. I don't even know why they did that. But hey, we
throw that in.
We can even let's go to the
NBA finals.
Yeah, I know we were talking that. We went from the NBA finals to football. Wow, that's crazy. But I'm gonna you already seen the highlights about the Travis Hunter. Like this is his closing.
But you know what I believe though? I really believe though, now watching him, the more I watch him in Jacksonville, not so much in Colorado, he's a receiver.
Yeah. They say he getting receiver
That's
reps.
My opinion.
They say he getting receiver reps in the OTAs though, so I don't know.
But if I'm Jacksonville, he's playing down and quarterback. He have a package on the offense side. He'll play 20 and 25 plays of that offense, not no 50 plays. Yeah. I won't play him every down because to me, I think because that play he made in OTAs, I'm like, this ain't even real. This not even real, man. He going out there. He tipped the ball once. They called it and they rolled. I'm like,
Yep.
Special, man.
Everybody was saying this and then they were talking about, the players out there, they're like, man, he don't get tired, bro. They were like, bro, he don't get tired. They're like, he on offense and defense. They're like, man, he got so much energy, bro. He don't even get tired. They're like, yo, that's crazy.
Hey, well, you just hope. You just hope that he can last.
Yeah.
The only thing I hope is, like I say, he got this is rookie. 26, 27. No. Look at McCaffrey. McCaffrey good. Don't get me wrong. Even the best gonna get wore down and get hurt.
Yeah, get worn down. Yeah.
And I just don't want him to start having nagging injuries.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me about him is outside. I don't want to see him go out there and get knocked out. I'd rather see him on the defense side because that's bread at me.
Yeah.
He gonna get his money on that side, I believe.
Oh yeah.
But
But yeah,
I guess his wife gonna get some of that too. I guess so. I mean,
man, shut up, man. Go, man. We ain't talking about that. Man. We ain't going to knock on that, man. That's crazy right there. But hey, when you in love, man, hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, I did like Frank and Lyman.
Minus 3 hours for the game.
Hey, cat out there like Frank and Lyman, man.
Why do fools fall in love? I don't know. Hey, why do fools fall in love? Hey, man. Hey, that boy, he had a smile from ear to ear out there.
Hey, Frank and Lyman had a smile too, man.
He had. You said right. He had. Yeah, he had.
Oh,
past tense too.
Oh my God.
But like I say, man, it's T-minus 3 hours for the game. We wanted to come to y'all, man. How we felt about the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about it. Everybody doing TV. I'll back sometime on the weekend because game 1 is tonight. Game 2 is Sunday night. So after they play tonight on Friday, then it goes to Indiana. But let's see how everything go, man. Also, I want to say, I only think my partner knew this. Our 2-year anniversary was Tuesday. It was Tuesday on this podcast. We've been up here 2 years now. So I think it was the 20s. It was something the other day. They came up the other day. We've been on here 2 years now. So they sent me an email saying it. And I didn't even realize it but yeah, we've been doing this for 2 years now. And like I say, we ain't went nowhere. Through all the ups and downs, we still here. We still fighting. So, hey.
Oh, yeah.
We still going to be here, man.
It's a marathon, and it ain't a sprint, man. Thanks to him with God's grace, man. He's been blessing us to be able to do this podcast, man. We appreciate everybody that, like I said, subscribe, that commented, that liked our stuff, man. We're gonna continue to keep giving you more and more, and continue to do it in our own special way, man. We appreciate each and everybody, man. Thank y'all so very much, man. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, man, we're gonna holler at y'all later, man. Peace out.
Hey, peace out, man. Y'all have a blessed day.